cabin in the woods. How about you and me buy it together?
You and me.
Yeah. Pull our money, buy it together. It'll be half yours and half mine.
You know we gotta be careful how we set that up.
Now, why's that?
Because there's different ways to own property, and it can cause some real legal problems.
Like what?
Well, let's say how we set it up in the first place. We buy the property as joint tenants, or if we buy the property as tenants in common.
Who cares what we call it if we buy it together? Those are just words on paper.
Well, we should care, for one, because, I mean, if we buy it as tenants in common and one of us happens to die, where do you think the other interest goes?
It goes to the other one.
Not necessarily. See what I mean about how we set it up? If we buy the property as tenants in common, then if one of us dies, it doesn't go to the other one. It goes to that guy's heirs. And I don't know about you, but I have a problem with my interest being in the hands of your crazy sister.
Well, there's some people in your family I'm not so happy about either.
All the more reason for us to set it up right. You see, if we set it up as joint tenants, then if one of us dies, the other one gets full title. And that's what you want, right?
Now you're talking. What if one of us decides to split up ownership, though? Don't get me wrong, I don't think it'll happen. But what if it does?
Well, in both tenancy in common and joint tenancy, owners can partition the property.
You're not talking about splitting it down the middle, are you?
Well, if it was land, that'd be okay, but usually with property, we'd have to find a buyer and then we'd split the profits.
What if one of us gets married?
That's a good question. Probably because our ownership predates the marriage, it probably wouldn't be considered marital property. But I don't really know.
We buy it as joint tenants.
There's only one problem.
What's that?
I don't have any money.